podcast for all your sports and entertainment.
And Brad, we trust. Let's go.
I swear to God, I'm a classic trapper. The power and respect is the stats and math. These haters talking shit 'cause they trapping backwards. But I will never quit. I'm like Matthew Stafford. I brought out to the end. Come back when the English D gon' set the trend. 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 Welcome back. Man, we back with another episode of the Alleylife podcast where you get everything from the Detroit Lions here, all news and information. Hey, please like and subscribe to my channel. Man, that would be great. It will help me as we build this community, as we ride all the way to the Super Bowl together, man. That would be cool. Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, man, let's talk about this Detroit Lions Jacksonville blowout. 52-6. Man, so much crazy stuff happened in this game. There's been 3 50-point games put up in this season so far. And guess who got 2? The Detroit Lions. We got 2 of those 50-point games that was put up. And only 3 been put up. And we put up 2 of them. I mean, the Lions is doing some amazing things. The stats is, man, I don't even know about, when I think about the stats, what I really want to say is, quit being a bully, man. I mean, like, bro, I'm mad. I'm going to be mad at the Lions, bro, because they is SOL, man. They SOL, man. They so SOL, sick of losing, bro. They so sick of losing. They are SOL, sick of losing, that they go in there embarrassing people, bro. Like, you remember your parents used to tell you, man, don't show out in front of company. Don't show out. Like, that's what they did. They gonna get home in front of their fans and all of their family and get to showing their butt. Now that wasn't right. That was not right. Jacksonville is going through some things. But instead of trying to help them, you just gonna beat a man when they down. Beat a whole team and just step on their foreheads while they down. I don't think that's right. That's bullying. Stop it. 52-6. Stop it. Man, this game was crazy. Bro, the stats. Total yards. They had 170 total yards compared to our 645. That was one of the largest point differentials in the NFL since 1972. That's 170 to 645. They had 129 passing yards. The defense is doing a thing, man. 129 passing yards, and Jerry had 449. Y'all know we threw 5 interceptions. Remember I told y'all in my podcast that Jerry did not have a bad game? Would you listen to me, boy? Jerry did not have a bad game last thing. It was just some things that happened, circumstances. But I guess he have to come and do some historical stuff in order for y'all to get off of it. And get off my Jerry. You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna make me kick the Jared Goff verse every. Matter of fact, he had a good game. So I'm always on my grind like I'm JG. I'm only trying to shine. But y'all just trying to hate me. But in time I change their mind. Because I'm growing daily. Hit the field, that shit get real. And I'm going crazy. Yeah, I'm always on the grind like I'm JG. I'm only trying to shine. Y'all just trying to hate me. But in time I change their mind. Cause I'm growing daily. Hit the field, that shit get real. And I'm going crazy. Yeah, JG had a great game. 442 yards. Oh my God. 4 touchdowns to make up for the weird game that they had last week. They had 41 yards rushing. I said in my last podcast, if Etienne got to running, and they can probably get some play action going. But guess what? That did not happen. 41 yards. We had 196 yards on the ground. The discrepancy for yards per play is just crazy. 3.6 to 8.5 5 yards per play. Man, that's stupid, man. That is stupid, man. Third down, they were 6 for 10. We were 6 for 10. They were 2 for 10. Fourth down conversions, they were 1 for 2. They went for it. Of course, we were 3 for 3. Total plays, they had 47 plays compared to our 76 plays. Time of possession was doubled. 39 minutes, 39:06 to 20 minutes. They could not possess the ball with all these 3 and outs and 3 and outs and 3 and outs. They literally had 10 first downs compared to our 38 first downs in a game. That is stupid. That is bully stuff. That is bully stuff. They didn't even let a chance for Jack Fox to do his thing. Jack Fox been balling, man. And they wouldn't even give him a chance to do his thing because y'all so good. SOL. That's what I say. SOL. Snatchers of livelihood. SOL, the snatchers of livelihood. Boy, we'll snatch your livelihood off on the field. And you get the questioning like, you know what? I'm about to start studying and I'm going to go back to school. I don't even know if football like my thing no more. You know, you get to question your reason to do it after you get finished playing the Lions sometimes, man. Man, they had 7 consecutive 24 games they got 24 games with a rushing touchdown. That's a heck of a stat, man. 3 wins by 38 points or more. 8 times Demo, Gibbs, and Knuckles and Sonic and St. Brown scored all in the same game. The 8th time that happened. 4th game that Jarrett had 140 plus passer rating, which is a perfect passer rating. 8 straight games where St. Brown has scored a touchdown. That is a league high so far. So, I mean, everything happened in this game. It was just a great, great, great game. So it's so much to not talk about because, you know, everybody's going to talk about how many lines. This is how the game went. I'm Dan Miller on the broadcast saying the game. The Lions score. The Lions score. The Lions, they score. Lions get the ball and they score. The Lions get the ball again and they score. The Lions get the ball again and they score. The Lions get the ball again and they score. The Lions get the ball again and here comes Hendon Hooker. He moves the ball down and we'll take a knee for victory with Hendon Hooker. All right, that was your game. That's Dan Miller. That's how you call a game. Just touchdown and they score and they score and then they score. Man, that was awesome game. Awesome game. Awesome game. J-Mo, Williams, Debo, Brock, everybody had a good game. So I don't even know, like, how can you be a player of the game? Oh, we got to get to the player of the game have to be on the defensive side of the ball. It will have to be on the defensive side of the ball. Well, let me break this down because look here, bro. For us to be doing what we're doing, I think it's amazing. This game cost us too. With Alex Azone. Alex is one of our best. He is our best linebacker. And Derrick Barnes was the second best linebacker. And they both gone. They always talk about Aiden. But look what we're doing in the situation that we in. We done lost Aiden Hutchinson, Marcus Davenport. So both defensive ends, starting defensive ends, gone. Alex and Derrick Barnes, both starting linebackers, gone. Kaminsky, Laporta, Emmanuel Mosley, which was going to be a starting slot corner, out. But he's coming back, which I think. Laporta was out. Our best tight end, out for the game. But the rest of the guys are out for good. Think about that, man. We got another defensive, Aladu. His name was Aladu. He was out too. I forgot about they bought him in. He only played 2 games. He was out. So you got John Kaminsky, Aladu, Alex, Derrick Barnes, Hutchinson, Marcus Davenport. Man, We got so many key people that's not in, and we keep rolling, and people act like when we play another team, they always discussing their injuries. Like, okay, if we do win, oh, maybe that's why, the line, even the Jaguars, maybe that's why, they had a few injuries here, their quarterback wasn't in. Look here, bro. We got so many starters out. I don't want to hear nobody. I don't care about nobody's excuses. Just like, don't nobody care about the other people's excuses when they say it. So definitely, I was just thinking about that. We got so many injuries. John Long is coming in to replace Alex. John Long, he was signed to the practice squad this week. I do want to add that. John Long was signed to the practice squad this week. He was drafted in 2019 by the Tennessee Titans in the 6th round. Now, this guy can play the run. Can play the run. In 2021, he was actually rated as like the number 1 linebacker in the NFL by PFF. If you listen to PFF, or if you put any validity into PFF, he was rated as number 1. They said he had issues with coverage. Now, this is what I read and looked up. I'm not going to act like, oh, I know this guy. But John Long, he is a veteran, have been playing for 6 years, have had a lot of snaps, have started for Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? So he has 97 games under his belt. You know what I'm saying? 67 that he started. So, yeah, I think and he's a good run stopper. He's real athletic. He fell out of favor in Tennessee because I think of some coverage issues. And then it could be, the culture of something. I mean, this guy was one of the highest rated linebackers in 2021. And then all of a sudden you fall out of favor with a team where they actually release you. I believe, just like Zadarius, you're going to get the best. When you come here, these coaches are going to get the best. Plus, you playing for something awesome. You got a good feeling in the locker room and everything. So you come here, you playing for something. So they may come here and get the best out of this guy because he was considered a good linebacker. You know what I'm saying? So that can't change within 1 year. It could be the scheme. It could be anything. And I'm pretty sure they're going to get him in and put him in the absolute right positions to do what we're saying. Okay, we're going to go because it's going to be a short video. Oh, yeah, you got to holler at Fire Ass Munchies on Instagram. This for the player of the game is brought to you by Fire Ass Munchies on Instagram. That's with the AZZ. This week, I don't know if you can see this. You see that? Man, cheesecake parfait. You see that? Oh my goodness. That's cool, bro. I feel like I'm gonna be on the moon in a minute. Anybody want something for the moon? I think I'm about to go. I think I'm about to go to the moon. Anybody want something? Anyway, Fire Ass Munchies player of the game is brought to you by Fire Ass Munchies. Kirby Joseph, you are the player of the game with your 7th interception, which also leads the league in interceptions. So Kirby Joseph is the player of the game. This defense is playing lights out. The secondary has got so much better. That was a liability last year with Cam Sutton and Vilgore, but don't get it twisted because Vilgore is still playing with us, and I think he does a good job every time they need him to come in. I think he played better than Sutton last year. That's why they brought him back. So you don't want to depend on him to be the starter, checking the number 1 receiver, but Vilgore can play. I really do believe Vilgore. The secondary has just improved so much, man. Oh my God, that is so incredible. But before I go, last thing I want to say, before I go, is this what I want to say about the Jaguars. The Jaguars are 2-9. And I gave them more credit than what I probably should have, because I said they were a better team than what they would have, because I seen a couple of games and I was listening to some of the media. And I see the way they played the Vikings, and they didn't give up a touchdown to the Vikings. The defense played really stiff. This is just the game before. So I'm thinking, okay, you know what I'm saying? They're going to come in, but this was a shellacking. I believe they just tired. They sick. The defense has been on the field for over 70 plays, 3 games straight. So now they're going into their bye week. I think at a certain point in that game, they just gave up. And if you listen to the media out there, the Jaguars are 2-9, so they're saying get rid of the coach. Everybody wants to get rid of the coach and get rid of the GM. This is my last point before I go. I truly worried about that because the Jacksonville Jaguars, if you listen to their media and the podcast and the media in Jacksonville, everyone is talking about they want what the Lions have. The Jacksonville Jaguars had a joint practice with the Lions 2 years ago. They both were in around the same position, rebuilding and everything. But they felt like they probably should be a little ahead because they was rebuilding with this good new quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. So at that point, they did a scrimmage together, they played together, and from that point, the Detroit Lions excelled and started going farther, and the Jaguars, they started going the opposite direction. But they seen what Dan Campbell and that coaching staff brought to the players when the media and the people came up here for their joint practices. So now that they're in this situation, you can listen to the news and the media up there. Everyone is talking like they want what Detroit has. So there's some stations and some people that are saying that at the end of this year, they're going to try to go for our coach. They're going to try to go first. They're going to try to get Ray Agnew. They said they're going to try to get Ray Agnew, which is Brad Holmes' assistant. They're going to try to get Ray Agnew as their general manager and hoping that Ray Agnew can bring in Ben Johnson as the head coach, knowing that Ray Agnew will bring in the players that Ben Johnson wants. And that was some of the things when Washington was trying to get Ben Johnson, he's kind of said it was people that was running football organization, football things that wasn't football people, and he was uncomfortable with that. So of course, if Ray Agnew was the general manager, he would feel on the same pace that Ray Agnew will be bringing in the players that he want, just like he's seen the success right here with Brad Holmes. Also, they believe that will bring Mark Brunell will also be in Ben Johnson's ear. Mark Brunell was a quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars for a long time. So, of course, they're thinking that Mark Brunell will be in his ear also to come back and go back to Jacksonville with Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, Ray Agnew, and Mark Brunell. That is a thing that their fans is calling for, that a lot of coaches, a lot of people in their market is calling for. That's what they want to happen. And they say that the owner is an owner that doesn't get in the way. He doesn't interfere. Excuse me. He lets the coaches, do their thing. So I believe that's a place that might be interesting to Ben Johnson, especially if we win the Super Bowl. But I don't know. That kind of worries me because I listen to that talk and I know it's serious. They dead serious. That's the plan. Let's get Ray Agnew. Ray can get Ben, and Ben gonna bring Mark Brunell, and we gonna have a starting foundation like the Lions, and we can start building our team the right way. They believe they have the quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. So they see with that one piece, they'll be good to go. Man, it was a great game. 52-6 blowout. The Lions haven't gave up a touchdown in the last 6 quarters. That's a game and a half. All they gave up was 6 points in the last 6 quarters. So the offense ain't just carrying the load no more like they did last year. The defense is also stepping up and doing their thing. Think about that. They haven't gave up a touchdown in 6 quarters, a game and a half. Boy, we on the road. Like and subscribe to my channel, Alleylife. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you go ahead and push that button, man, it'll help me out, and we can ride all the way to the end. Hey, y'all need to holler at Fire Ass Munchies with these cheesecake parfaits. I mean, the crumbs is medicated. The cherries is medicated. And you already know the cheesecake is medicated. Alleylife podcast. All Lions talk, Lions blow out. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. I got my hair done, y'all.
I swear to God, I'm a classic trapper.